Hello and welcome back to another video. I know it's been quite some time since I came on here and chatted with you all, but I'm super excited to get right in because what I want to talk about today is navigating through trusting yourself and holding yourself in all of your emotions, in all of your feelings, and the importance of honoring yourself, right? Because the degree to which that you honor and respect yourself is the degree to which you demand others to honor and respect you. If you don't honor and respect your own practices, your own heart, your own feelings, you're not going to inspire other people to do the same because you are supposed to be the example of how you want to be treated. So, how you treat yourself, how you honor your standards, how you honor your boundaries, how you honor your heart is all going to be reflected back to you by other people, right? So, and I'm saying this taking full responsibility for how you choose to show up for yourself. And then when you see that reflection in others, discern whether or not it's really a reflection of you or if it's not yours and it's the other person, right? So, and that's also another thing. How can you hold your own standards instead of letting someone else take them and shape them and form them if it's not met? I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Um, but yeah, that's been such a big thing is like how centered and grounded can you be in yourself? Can you be with your own emotions and your own feelings? And how grounded and centered can you be in knowing who you are without having other people shake that up or question yourself? And this is a big one, questioning yourself and doubting your ability to navigate and trust and honor your choices. One thing that came through for me was, this was yesterday, was you are sacred. And because you are sacred, your choices are sacred. And you can trust that which is sacred. And you are sacred. So your choices are sacred. So you can trust your choices. And this really is coming forward for me with how can I choose in a way that feels grounded and centered and secure, but I still honor myself. I still honor my decisions no matter what I decide. I know that I can navigate through it and I know that I can venture into the unknown because I trust my decision and I don't question my decision because I don't question how sacred I am. And this all comes back to knowing how sacred you are. Sorry, the table is a little bit wobbly. So then there comes the question, how can you cultivate that knowing, right? Because for example, I thought I trust myself. I'm good. I don't, I trust myself. I'm fine. And then I'm about to make a decision and I question and I doubt. And this questioning, this doubt, this uncertainty is a direct reflection of how much you trust yourself. How much you trust yourself is shown to you in your decision-making process, in how you feel about your decisions. Are you grounded in your decisions, or do you notice that you keep thinking, oh, but what if I chose this, or what if I chose that, or what if I decided a completely different thing? And you get lost in that whirlwind of possibility instead of just staying connected to the center, which is you, and honoring that center and knowing that no matter what you decide, it is sacred. No matter what you decide, it's okay because you trust yourself. And not just to make that decision, but to navigate through the consequence, right? To navigate through anything that may happen after you decide something. And these decisions can be very small and they can be very big. It can be a relationship, it can be a friendship, it can be deciding whether or not you want to be with someone, it can be deciding what you want to eat for dinner, or where you want to go today, or what you want to do today. It can be so simple. And that's where I want you to pay attention to how you feel in making your decisions. Are you a very indecisive person? And ask yourself, am I indecisive? Why am I indecisive? Is it because I don't trust myself to make a choice and commit? Or is it because I don't trust myself to trust my choice? Because I fear that the other avenue may be better, the other choice may be better, and you, or at least this is what I do, is I anticipate in my mind all these different possibilities and all these different outcomes of all these different choices, and I freeze and I don't make a choice. And you can choose, again, it's all in your decisions, not just what you decide in the external world, but also how you decide to show up for yourself and how you decide to trust yourself. So when I find myself doubting or feeling uncertain or questioning a decision, it's for me, it's a sign, okay, check in with your level of self-trust right now. Because that's all. It's all about how much you trust your own capacity to hold the consequence of your choice and navigate through that, no matter if it's good or bad, no matter what it's like. Can you hold it? Can you navigate through it? Can you honor, even if it was the wrong choice? Even if it ends up in heartbreak or hurt? Can you honor yourself enough? Can you respect your level of self-trust that you are able to navigate through anything that you decide? No matter what it turns out to look like, no matter what it turns out to feel like, because you know you're so grounded in this decision, you're so grounded in who you are being as you are making this move, that the outcome doesn't matter because you can hold yourself through it and you can have the capacity to forgive, to have grace, to have compassion if it does turn out to be the wrong decision. And it's time to stop being so scared of making the wrong decision. And this is even making me emotional because I've been navigating through that, right? This fear of what if I choose wrong? What if I don't trust myself enough? And that's painful. The thing is, when you start looking at, okay, where am I questioning? Where am I doubting? Where am I uncertain? And you go back to why that is happening, which is because you don't trust yourself. And that hurts. And you feel that pain and you let it be. And then you choose to show up for yourself in a way that reflects how deeply you trust yourself. And you get to experience the joy and the vibrancy and the aliveness of trusting yourself. Because you get to walk steadily, you get to walk with a stable, steady pace because there's no doubt, there's no fear. I mean, even if there is, You get to honor it and not let it steer you, right? So I want to give you some ways to cultivate more of this self-trust. And I think I've done a video about self-trust, but this one goes a little bit more into depth about what it actually encompasses, right? How to trust yourself more deeply is it's a moment to moment practice because it's about having the awareness that there is doubt, having the awareness that there is fear, and then recognizing that and moving with it, moving through it, choosing, okay, there's fear and doubt, there's worry and anxiety, and there's certainty and trust. And how would I move if I deeply trusted myself? Just thinking about that. How would I move if I deeply trusted myself? What would that look like? And start practicing it. Start embodying it. Start being that version of yourself that deeply trusts without bypassing or ignoring the version of yourself that you currently may be, which doubts and which is uncertain and which has fear. She deserves your compassion and grace and love. And you also get to choose, okay, which one am I going to be in this very moment? And noticing, like in small things, your posture, your breath, the way that you walk, and shifting in those small moments. So that is all I think that I wanted to talk about on this. Keep your heart open because life gets to be so much more beautiful and magical and amazing when your heart is open and when you're in touch with your core, with your softness, with your grace. I love you.